couldn't be more proud of our guys for the effort they put on the field today. I think they did a great job of executing our game plan, capitalizing on the offensive opportunities that we generated early in the game, especially in that first half. And a big point of focus for us this week was our second half performance and making sure that we did a good job of continuing the momentum and the energy that we play with in the first half and the start of the games, following through in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. And I think they really did that. We still had a couple mental lapses, but I think in general, just extremely proud of that effort. That was especially offensively, a great game offensively. They put a lot of pressure on the opponent's defense and goalie, who we have a ton of respect for. I just think that was a pretty complete effort from start to finish. I think we had some good contributions from some guys coming off the bench, and I think moving forward, this is a great step in the right direction, especially in the Ivy League at home. Proud to get this win.
Steve, you guys have scored now in the last 3 games, 17, 13, and 19. And what has clicked when you think of the progress you guys have made as an offense in the last 3 games?
I just think together we're playing as one unit. Hitting our assignments, being the place we have to be, moving the ball quick and to the right places, and just finishing our shots. I was we had trouble with that at the beginning of the year, and I think we're doing a great job. Getting the scout on the goalie and sticking to it.
How about for you specifically? What do you feel like you're doing better with 16 goals in the last 4 games?
We've been working real hard on shooting. I got off to a slow start personally this year. I missed a few games, but now I've been having some success, and hopefully it just keeps happening. Keep working hard.
Coach, last week you seemed unsatisfied with your team's defensive performance. So against Penn, what adjustments, if any, did you make over the course of the week to change that for this week?
We really just got back to the basics and the fundamentals, supporting each other at the defensive end. I feel like we did a good job in the first half, but in the second half I think we got a little too concerned with our matchups. We weren't supporting especially on-ball defenders against dodges very well in the second half there. We allowed Penn to get some comfort and some momentum going there. So this week we really just kind of returned to our fundamentals of team defense, our 7 defending their 6, regardless of what the matchups might be. And I think we got back to some good Cornell lacrosse, especially in the first half. Still think we had some mental lapses in the second half there, some soft goals that we would like to get back. But I think in general and overall, proud of the way our guys took that next step and improved over the week of practice and performed today in the game.
Coach, the first quarter was pretty evenly matched, 2-1 at the very end of it. What was the difference going into the second quarter that kind of just sparked your guys' fire?
Well, I think our efforts off the ground played a big role in that turnaround. I think in the first quarter, we weren't quite as effective of getting the ball off the ground and moving it to the open guy. We allowed Dartmouth to have a pretty good possession, a couple of pretty good possessions in the first quarter. Obviously, they scored that first goal, which was frustrating for us. But I think in the second quarter, we did a much better job of swarming to the ground ball, moving it to the open man, and capitalizing on the opportunities that we were able to get.
Rob, what kind of message does a win like this send not only to the Ivy League but the rest of the country as well?
I just think it was more important for us to, a lot of people doubting us play in the second half. And to come out and play a strong, full 60 minutes, I think it just shows people what we're capable of. And I think a lot of things, it's in the college lacrosse this year and in the Ivy League. I think it's on any given day anybody can win this year. And so far we've been a team that's been fortunate enough to win 3 straight in the Ivy League. So we're just going to keep on doing what we can do and working hard. But we know that we can't take anything for granted, and that in order to win, we got to come out and have a great week of practice and continue that on game day.
Rob, I know so much changes from year to year, but Campbell had 23 saves against you guys last year. When you looked at him this week, what were keys that you guys wanted to hit in terms of your approach to shooting on him?
We wanted to shoot high, and he's fairly small, and he gets even smaller in the goal when you start to wind up and shoot. I think we just wanted to show that high was maybe the best shot to shoot, and we just continued to practice during the week on shooting there and through shooting and everything. And translated over to the game. We realized that when we shoot the scout in the game, that's what makes us most successful. And like Steve said, the first couple of games we did not do that. And I think the past couple of games that we really got, studied the goalie, gotten to know him, practiced during the week, and we're able to do that this year. And do that in the past few games. And I think going into this game, especially after last year, we really emphasized on shooting the scout.
Shane, from a defensive standpoint, what did Would you guys feel like you did well through the first 15 or 16 minutes until the offense kind of got going?
Yeah, I thought the first quarter they held the ball, they had good possession time, but I feel like we really worked well together, sliding and helping each other out instead of kind of keeping an individual matchup. And feel like throughout the course of that first quarter, we really built on that going on later in the game, and we really guys stepped up in the defense and were able to cause a couple of turnovers. Early, kind of frustrate them a little bit, and I think it caused them to make poor decisions. But I think more importantly, off the ball, and we made very good choices and slide when we needed it, and recovered well.
Do you feel like this is one of the unit's better games in terms of putting the ball on the ground?
I think the close defense did a good job. I think we did a good job pressuring and stepping out a little bit. I still think we got to work on our getting out, and in terms for me as a short stick, it's it's a little bit difficult. I don't have a long pole, so I still got to keep working and pissing in and out. But I feel like I think we did a good job of kind of getting him into a little bit of a funk at the beginning.
Coach, in the second quarter, have you ever seen a scoring spurt like that in your life with all the 4 goals in 53 seconds? Have you ever seen anything like that?
Yeah, I think I have, but rarely. It's far and few between, and I think our offense is very capable of that, especially for winning draws. And I think Doug came in and did a good job. Doug Tesoriero at the X of winning the ball to himself and forward and creating some fast breaks, as did Jason Noble. I think our wing guys did a great job of collecting the ball and pushing the pace and kind of putting some pressure on their defensive unit. So it was exciting to see. I think we on the sidelines, I spoke with our staff and we talked about how nice it is to be able to score a goal and then win a face-off and get the ball back into our offensive end and kind of continue that momentum and keep on it. And our guys did a great job of executing that.
Ben, Julie was just saying Stony Brook Mitch had a good day on the Ags. Last week it was Jason. This week Doug. Is that something you're comfortable with, where you have a number of guys who can be successful, but you almost have to kind of rotate until you find that combination?
Yeah, it's a little bit like rock, paper, scissors. You got to find the right guy that's going to be the right matchup for the opponent and the technique that he's using. So Mitch is our guy, our first guy that we're going to try and go with and see how he fares. And then we have a couple of other options that we can go to. And as you said, you feel it out on the sidelines. Coach Richards does a wonderful job with our face-off unit, and he is assisted by Coach Heller. And those guys keep a close eye on what's going on at the X and the technique that the opponents are using and what might be the best adjustment for us. And so I think those guys made some good decisions today, and we were excited to see Doug step up. As you said, Mitch did a wonderful job against a guy who we think is one of the best in the country. Certainly statistically, he's one of the best in the country. And then against Penn, it was Jason who came in and did a great job for us there, and he did a pretty good job for us today as well. But today, I think Doug, he won 11 for 16, and that provides just a huge momentum boost for our team. And we were able to get into a rhythm offensively. It rests our defense defensively, so we can play a little bit more actively when the ball gets back into that end. So I'm pretty comfortable with it. I think I'm excited about the depth that we're starting to build and understanding that we still need everybody to contribute in order to get a win.
What do you feel like Steve has done to kind of create some more scoring opportunities the last 4 games?
He moves so well off the ball. He finds the gray areas of the defense. He finds the seams of the defense where kind of in between slides and kind of gets lost. And he just has a knack for finding that area of the field and keeping his eyes up and his head up. And obviously when you're playing with a player like Robert Pannell, he's going to put the ball on your stick and make it look pretty easy, but actually catching that ball and putting it in a place that's going to get past the goalie and score a goal is a pretty difficult task. So I think they've found some pretty good chemistry, and David Lau has also done a wonderful job with the attack of creating some opportunities and distributing the ball well. So I think Steve has been, at times he creates his own shots very well, but he's definitely been the beneficiary of some guys who have dodged hard and drawn some slides and made the defense rotate, and he just puts himself in the right position and capitalizes on those opportunities.
Kind of the same question. Talk about the influence playing, how Steve has been playing the past couple games, how that's influenced your play, and how that kind of makes you confident moving through the season to have more and more guys stepping up to help you out on the offensive side.
It's nice to have guys like Steve, making me look good every day, and I'm very confident in Steve and his ability that when I feed him, him that he's going to put it in the back of the net. And I know it's kind of a slow start for him, and I was with him there the whole way. And it kind of became a joke the first few games where he just couldn't score, and he's just like he was getting upset. And then we kind of just stuck on him. I just told him to keep shooting. Shooters got to keep shooting, and that's what he did. And he's found success in the last couple games. And his credit, he's great at getting open off ball, and I'm able to find what he's the one at the end of the day putting in the back of the net. And couldn't be happier for him and the success that he's having. It's only going to make us more confident as an offensive group and as a team moving forward.
Steve, was there a moment in this 4-game stretch where the light bulb kind of clicked back on for you that you can point to?
I guess in the Yale game, I think we had 4 goals that game, and just gave me some confidence. Again, after last season, I had a good stretch towards the end of the season, and just getting back to that in a real game situation was just really helpful. I think the Yale game was a good start for me.
How frustrated were you early on?
I was pretty frustrated. Even in practice, it was just goalie make a kick save like nonstop, and it ended up being a joke. And then finally, I broke that, and hopefully, I can continue having success.
Coach, obviously your leaders are putting up outstanding numbers right now, and during this 4-game stretch, how important is it to stay hungry though, and not like the moments for what they are, but also to stay hungry and move forward?
It's very important, and it's something that we emphasize every day in practice. Staying humble, staying hungry, knowing that we need a strong collective effort to achieve the goals that we've set for ourselves. So, by no means is anybody on this team satisfied with what we've done to this point in time. We know we have a lot of work to do to improve a lot of different areas, and we continue to do that. Our coaching staff comes back every day, analyzing the things that maybe we haven't done so well, and pushing our guys in practice. And again, you said it. It starts with our leaders. Our captains and our seniors have done a wonderful job of leading by example and pushing our guys to make sure that we're not resting on our laurels or feeling any sort of satisfaction, especially moving forward into this stretch of the schedule, which is going to be extremely tough, both in the Ivy League and outside of it. Looking forward to the tail end of the schedule there.
Rob, you kind of got beat up last week, and you did get a week off finally between games. So, feeling better? Any side effects from last week's game?
No, absolutely. It was nice. I personally got some days off this week, and just to rest what happened in my shoulder, and I felt great today. And I think hopefully it's pretty much over and done with, and I'll be able to continue to play the rest of the season. It shouldn't be a problem. But just not thinking about it is the biggest thing. Just going out there and playing the game.